Hello friends and welcome to Abandoned Places channel and enjoy.
I beg you to watch this video till the end. Share, like and comment. I will answer everyone in the comments. You are like a big family of train fans to me. Who knows where the trains are, or have you ever ridden them? Please share with me in the comments. It is very important to me. Well, let's start. Once, these iron giants ruled the rails. Their mighty whistles echoed across continents, their smoke painted the skies, and their power fueled the dreams of nations. But now, they sit forgotten rotting in fields, swallowed by forests, or left to rust in silent graveyards. This is the story of why the world abandoned its steam trains. The Golden Age of Steam. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, steam trains were kings. They connected cities, carried soldiers to wars, and delivered hope to new frontiers. Names like Flying Scotsman or Big Boy weren't just machines, they were legends. But progress never stops. By the mid-1900s, diesel and electric trains arrived faster, cleaner, cheaper. And just like that, the age of steam was over. The slow death of the giants. Some steam trains were scrap melted down for wars or new machines. Others were left where they stood, too expensive to move, too historic to destroy, so nature took over. Rain rusted their boilers, frost cracked their pipes, weeds grew through their tracks, and without fire in their bellies, these titans became nothing more than ghosts of the past. Forgotten but not gone. Today, some survive as museum pieces or tourist attractions, but many more are still out there hidden in forests, buried in junkyards or waiting in dead-end rail sidings. If you listen closely, you can almost hear their stories, the miles they traveled, the people they carried, the eras they outlived. Now they rest, slowly returning to the earth. They may be forgotten, but they'll never truly disappear, because every bolt, every patch of rust, every broken whistle is a reminder of how the world moved forward and left them behind. Where are the abandoned steam trains near you? Share your finds in the comments. Look at them. Once, these machines were a life-breathing fire, screaming steam, shaking the ground as they passed. Now, they're just skeletons. But how did this happen? Why did we let them rot? The betrayal of technology. The world wanted speed, efficiency, cleanliness. Steam trains were dirty, labor-intensive, and slow compared to their modern rivals. By the 1960s, railroads across the globe made a cold, calculated decision: retire them all. Some were saved by museums or enthusiasts, but most sold for scrap, cannibalized for parts, or simply abandoned where they stopped. The slow rot. Without crews to tend their fires, the rot set in. Rust ate through iron, wooden cabins warped in the rain. Birds nested in boilers that once held enough pressure to move mountains. In some places, locals stripped them for scrap metal. In others, they became playgrounds for kids or targets for vandals. But a few were just left alone, as if the world forgot they existed. The ones that refused to die. Not all of them faded away. A handful still run today, howling tourists, starring in films, or thrilling crowds at heritage railways. They're the lucky ones. But for every survivor, there are dozens more lost in the wild. If you know where to look, you can still find them waiting in the weeds, their stories untold. What happens next? Time always wins. Some of these wrecks will collapse in the next storm. Others might be rescued by collectors. But most, they'll just fade. Until one day, there's nothing left but a stain on the earth where they once stood. Which abandoned train story shocked you the most? Let us know below, and where should we explore next? Every scar on their iron skin tells a story. Every broken window still echoes with voices from the past. These aren't just machines left to rot. They are time capsules waiting to be opened. The graveyard shift, where titans go to die. Some were abandoned with purpose, parked neatly in rows like soldiers awaiting orders that would never come. Others were dumped haphazardly, as if their owners couldn't bear to look at what they'd done. Nature doesn't waste. What humans abandoned, the earth slowly reclaims. Mice nest in fireboxes that once glowed red hot. Saplings take root in tenders that carried tons of coal. The great irony? These machines that once conquered distance and time are now being defeated by time itself. Subscribers, friends, and viewers, Thank you to everyone who watched to the end, liked, wrote a comment. I really appreciate it.